The second episode of the final season came out a few days ago, and let me tell you, it will be downright shameful if this is how it ends. No, it's not that the season is bad, this is actually without a question one of the best The Walking Dead episodes ever. It's amazing, but the episode is not meant to end it, it is more or less a setup episode for the conclusion.
And all those nights we snuck out to meet up at the bar.
Okay, so at the start of the episode we wake up and right off the bat we get bombarded by flashbacks. But I'm not talking about the annoying waste of time kind of flashbacks. This is how you do flashbacks. You put something else in between the flashbacks and you show how the actions in the flashback reflect on the characters. In the flashbacks we see what happened after Marlon's death. The guys seem to be a bit annoyed, but Violet comes to my defense and helps me out. And I checked, no matter what you do in the first episode, Violet is always the one that helps you out. While I'm trying to bail and let them think about what happened, Mitch decides to come at me with a knife. Of course I'm not taking shit from this loser, so I immediately disarm him and make him look like a bitch. Ten walks in our room and explains that Violet wants us to attend Marlon's burial. And when we get there, Mitch again starts being aggressive.
Bitch.
For little to no reason. I mean, sure, AJ killed your boy, but at least we regret it. Marlon didn't even seem to care too much about what he did. Anyway, Violet again tries to protect my ass, but the rest decide to vote me out and actually kick me out of the group. Louis seems to think I would let him have AJ's gun after they decided to kick us out, and this is where I got annoyed. Louis, I get that AJ just murdered your friend, but you gotta understand, Marlon tried to kill me first. Right after he killed Brody, another member of your group. Our actions were 100% self-defense. So they kick us out and literally the moment they leave us alone, we get attacked by the motherfucker I thought we murdered. We kick his ass with ease, but he isn't alone. Some bitch comes at me from behind and beats me up. Then bitch reveals herself to be Lily, the biggest asshole in the first season.
Holy shit! She's stealing the RV! Come back here, you crazy bitch! Fuck! Stop!
I'm glad she's gone.
With our only reliable vehicle!
This is straight up perfect. Lily is the best possible antagonist for the final season. She is cunning, smart, strong, supposedly capable, and we know and hate her from season 1. Luckily, we again get saved by Violet before Lily manages to beat us up. AJ gets shot while we are running away from season 1's biggest asshole, and we get saved by some guy who wears a walker's skin. As creepy as this is, I gotta admit, it's pretty cool. The guy's name is James and he has been watching Lily and her assholes for some time now and knows that they have been in a war with some other community. Their plan for success is stealing random people and making them soldiers. At this point we return to the school and we actually get help from most of the guys there. We explain Lily's plan to Violet, who stepped up and became the leader after Marlon's death. We formulate a plan to defend ourselves, but Mitch is still not convinced and tries to get in my face. Again.
I trust you to put a bullet in the back of my head.
Ruby also walks in the room and being 3-on-1, Mitch gives up and comes with me and Ruby to the greenhouse. The plan is to get some barbed wire to stop Lily and her men from climbing the walls. After a few minutes of Mitch being a dick, he finally does something useful.
Hey, we can use these.
For what?
We can make bombs out of these.
See, Mitch used to be a terrorist before the zombie apocalypse, and is very good at making bombs.
Totally. It's the kind of stuff I made back home.
We gather some more shit that he needs to make bombs and get back to the school. Then a very bizarre dream sequence happens and we get jump scared by a fucking horse. This scared the shit out of me the first time I played the game. We wake up and finally after a few weeks of preparations for the battle, we are finally ready for Lily. Well, Mitch is not ready with his bomb.
It's not like I got all the time in the world to play scientist and figure this shit out.
Louis sucks at aiming. And Asim and Willie can't really seem to decide which kind of trap they're going to use.
I have an idea for duffel bags filled with bricks. We drop them on the raiders if they get to the admin building. Willie here wants to use a giant, idiotic swinging log to take out one raider at most. It's completely stupid.
You're stupid.
You're being childish.
I'm not. I'm trying to help.
So help!
I pick Asim's trap, so Willie gets mad and sucker punches him. Here we get to play another card game, and we find out that Asim has a crush on Ruby.
I mean, if you want to go ask Ruby to come play, I don't mind waiting.
Shut up, dude! I swear to God.
You've got a crush on Ruby?
So we take advantage of it and make him look like a loser.
You have to ask Ruby for a kiss.
Seriously?
The most legitimate of dares.
Damn.
I can't breathe.
At the end of the game, we pretty much decide whether we want to date Louis or Violet. We either help Violet check the perimeter, or we help Louis with his piano skills.
I'm headed to the bell tower. I want to check out our defenses on the back wall before bed.
Do you need help?
Sure, if you want.
You could always help me instead. I am on piano duty. What? I gotta get in some practice before one of you decides to chop it into firewood. I've got a project I want to try, but I need a second person.
Since Violet has been on my side from the very beginning and she's actually doing something useful to protect the school, I decide to go with her. And the magic happens by itself. After this amazing romantic scene, we go to look out with AJ and he expresses his annoyance with Abel.
I fucking really hate that fucking dickhead shitfuck.
Unfortunately, after I beat him at rock paper scissors,
2 rock. Crap.
we finally get attacked by Lily and her assholes. Unfortunately, Lily kills Mitch in the battle. Even though he was an asshole for the most part, I didn't want him to die because he was finally becoming nice. After his death comes the only part of the episode that just doesn't make sense. For some reason we get the bow and instead of killing the bearded bastard, we just shoot him in the leg. The thing is, we are firing the arrow at him from behind, but the arrow somehow hits him in the front of the leg. What? Like, was that someone else's arrow? Did I miss? What happened there? Anyway, we used Asim's trap to finish off the guy. And from this moment on, we spent pretty much the entire fight just beating the shit out of Abel. Abel certainly ain't forgetting me after this. I get attacked by Lily and this time Louis helps me out. Since he decided to spend his time playing the piano instead of training, he gets his ass kicked and I have to save him. Unfortunately for him, Violet is also in trouble at the same time, and of course I don't need to think even for a second who to save. At the end of the episode they managed to kidnap Louis and somehow got Omar and Asim too. Off camera, I guess. Lily bitches out and bails with her people and the episode ends with the rest of us getting ready to interrogate Abel. I gotta say man, this is now without a doubt my second favorite The Walking Dead episode ever. Right after the final episode of season 2. Great stuff. Overall, I give this episode a 9.5 out of 10. It's been your boy, peace out.
With our backs to the wall.